and gentlemen, welcome back to math. Today, we're not really gonna do an activity or a problem, an assignment. Today is mostly just notes. Okay, so make sure when you're done, or at least you're done watching the video, should I say? Make sure you submit your notes. Okay. Today we're gonna get you ready for foiling in quadratics, formulas, and all that. Okay. It might sound scary. Before we get into that though, okay, don't worry about that yet. We're not there yet. We're going to cover it one by one. But before we get into foiling and all those other fun stuff, you need to know a few terms. I call them the nominal terms, okay, which is monomial, you have monomial, you have binomials, okay, you have trinomials, and then we have one more that we're going to write over here on this board, which is called polynomials. Okay. Now that you have all those four words, notice I left a little bit of space in between the words when I wrote them up there. We're going to go cover a little more in detail each one. Okay. So let's go back over here. So the first ones we have. Monomials are usually one term, okay? Or should I say they're just one term? Not usually, because they're always one term. So one term, meaning that you have a number with a variable that's considered a term, okay? So you might have 2x, 3y, 6a. Those are all terms, okay? Each one of them. So that's a monomial, and a monomial. Also a constant, if you guys remember, a constant is a number without a variable. It's also a one term, okay? So numbers like just 3, 6, 8, they're known as a term, okay? So one term. So if I were to say, is it a monomial? 3x, you would say yes, it's a monomial, right? 3x is a monomial. A binomial has two terms. Says it on the name, bi, okay, more than one. Two terms, meaning this is when you start combining, making expressions, okay? Expressions are, if you still don't know, expressions are numbers with variables that don't have an equal sign, okay? So 2x plus 6, those are binomials, two terms, okay? So that's a binomial. You might have 4y minus 6, again, two terms, one term, two terms, okay? So binomials. Trinomials, hint, says it also on the name at the beginning. Tri means three terms, okay? Three terms. This is where we start seeing things like quadratics, okay? When we have, let me get this down a little here, where we have x squared plus 6x minus 4, okay? One term, two terms, three terms, okay? So we have a total of three terms. These are called trinomials, okay? They're also known as, when you have it like this set up, it's a quadratic equation, okay? But for the purpose of today, remember, we're only learning the nomials, okay, which is monomials, 1 term, binomials, 2 terms, trinomials, 3 terms. Okay? And if you guys remember, our last one here, which is polynomials. Okay? Polynomials, hint, hint. We had 1, we had 2, we had 3. This is 4 or more. Okay? They only went up to polynomials. Okay? So this is where we see FOIL. This is what we usually see: 2x plus 3, 4x minus 6. Notice that we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So we have 4 terms. They are called polynomials. Okay? In order to fully understand, or at least get a little more insight of how quadratics, okay, are labeled and how they work, once we start getting into them, you're gonna need to know these few rules about them: polynomials, monomials, binomials, and trinomials. Okay, so the nomials. Again, make sure you write down in your notes. Make sure you have all 4 of them. I'm not really gonna do an assignment because all I need for you guys on this video is to get familiar with all 4. Okay? Make sure you submit a picture of your notes. Okay? As soon as you're done watching the video, and I'll be waiting for your email.